Okay, guys, thanks for tuning in here with me at Last First Kiss TV. And what we're doing is a Scorpio moon read for the Libra sun sign. So if you're a Libra sun, Scorpio moon, this read is for you while the sun and moon are in these energies. I just wanted to touch on what would come out in a read if I did pull for that specific energy. So this could be past, present, or future energy. And this could be sun sign, moon sign energy. This could be Vedic or tropical. This could also be your this could go into the North Node and South Node of Libra, Scorpio, or even Virgo energy because of the Vedic being in Virgo when the tropical is in Libra. And there are amazing readers that do know much more about it than I do. I am continuously learning because I just now, here within the last, excuse me guys, here within the last year or so, I'm just now actually learning that, the like the journey that I've been on my entire life has, and like an identity or a trend or something that kind of coincides with the energy of being on what most people refer to as the twin flame journey. I've had a lot of confirmations, and you will hear some readers express to you to not discuss these things with your divine counterpart. But for me, it was actually too late because I had discussed these things with him more than once before I resonated with a reader. And this is before this reader began to, insist that your divine masculine or your twin flame may have no idea about the twin flame journey. But I beg to differ because I understand that, my papa always told me, he said, if you never say anything, no one will ever know how stupid you are, okay? And that was his way of saying, if you never say anything, no one will ever know how smart you are either, okay? So, excuse the little people if you can hear them in the background, you guys. They're always going to be playing happy and or not so happy, depending on how they're feeling. It is what it is. They're safe and they're here with me, and that's, part of my journey as a twin. And I'm not in my 40s or 50s yet, and I do realize that there are twins that are well into senior citizenship, okay, and they're still exploring the journey. So, I have small children, and I suspect that many of you that are guided to my video and actually click on it have small children as well. So I encourage you to be, ecstatic and excited about your actual journey and not the way someone else's journey is, and try to copy what they're doing and make it work in your journey. Every cake has its own recipe, if that's one way to say it, okay? So I'm just going to read out the cards and see what we have here. Please do like, share, and subscribe if you have not already. And I hope that this read will definitely touch on your energy signature and kind of like, give you some confirmation, give you some eye-opening, doorways that you can actually go into, or maybe you've already gone in, and if you want to have that, you can.
Can I put some icing on it?
No, wait until I'm done. We start out here with this Three of Swords energy, and then for me, that's what's buried, what's exposed, and what is beneath, or what's above, beneath, and what's buried. Queen of Wands energy, so someone thinks that someone is completely beautiful, but this Queen of Wands is actually definitely in love with the one person that she, identifies with in her energy signature and her vibration, which is her divine masculine and her twin. Spirit is here in this read because, as you can, you probably can't see. I would hope that you can, but I can't really move the camera without messing everything up. But there's an owl, two owls, and a crow completely facing.
Go.
No, I don't want that. Thank you. Thank you. Take that on out of here.
No, you can have it.
Okay, thank you. Completely facing one twin, okay? And so what I get with this is spirit. Spirit is basically letting someone know that they are one of a pair, or this is what may have happened in the past, or this is what will happen in the future. The sun is actually setting, and the only reason why I say that the sun is setting, okay, so that's like saying time is ticking. I guess that's what it could be. I will know once I kind of get more into the read, is because the birds look like they're actually flying back toward the sunset. And normally when the sun is rising, the birds are flying away from the sunset and not toward it, okay? And so then we have as I said, the Three of Swords, the Queen of Wands, the Chariot energy coming in, heading into the Two of Wands energy, okay? And so when I see this Two of Wands card, this is the first card that I ever looked at and touched on maybe divination. Some people may refer to it as black magic, but for the sake of those that don't believe in it at all, I would just say sending bad intentions or manipulating the energies. Okay, so we have a Queen of Wands energy passionately moving forward in divination, and justice is facing this. So it's like saying that what I'm getting with this is that this is actually protective measures that this fire, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy is in, or the energy of the divination came in, or the fire energy from the divine feminine in this first row of cards came in as a mechanism of protection and not even so much as a retaliation, okay? Because the sun is shining here. The sun is shining here, and then spirit is acknowledging what is going on with the number 6, because there's 6 birds in the card, okay? So with the Two of Wands, you see what would be a divine masculine and a divine feminine in this card. And then in some manner there's justice that comes into play, okay? Then you have what is the Nine of Pentacles energy. So this could be the protective energies actually opening up a doorway for the Two of Cups energy to exert itself, present itself, and actually manifest here in the 3D. Because next to it is the Ace of Swords energy. And with this Ace of Swords energy being next to the Four of Chalices energy, or the Four of Cups energy, I'm getting that there was a stagnation, okay? And so someone is living in a stagnation that was brought on by some sort of dark intention that was set forth towards them, and it's as if they had no idea what had happened until they lost everything, okay? But this person still has 4 cups, okay? So this person has a double portion of the Two of Cups energy even when he or she is alone, okay? And that's also when it comes to knowledge, okay? And so many seasons passed, many moons came and went, and this person eventually came under attack again, is what I'm getting of this. Okay, and I can tell you guys, like, my story, excuse me guys, my story is a hectic story, and I don't just put it down. I don't just openly share all of my information with onto my page unless I'm fully guided to do so. And so I'm just gonna say that, as you can see here, the stagnation that was brought in was what I'm getting is this may have been air earth energy, because I'm seeing air and earth, and then I'm seeing love, and then I'm seeing love being highlighted by a light that is coming from inside, not outside, okay? Just a moment, guys. Excuse me. My 3-year-old is having a moment again. Hush. And get on in there with the little people.
What she's
Pull it up under the
washing
get in there.
and on the way.
Bye-bye.
Also,
Okay.
Mama.
Okay. I apologize, guys. I had to go help her. So this could be past energy, and basically the Scorpio energy is shedding a light on the past, or how things came to harvest, because we did have the harvest full moon. We've had several eclipses. We had several retrogrades. We've even had the incident where more of the planets were in retrograde. 6 of the planets in retrograde at one time, okay? And so that's basically a setup for love to come back in, because the number 6 is the energy of the twin energy, or a double longing for a reunion, okay? And so I don't know if you guys can see my candle, but it's going crazy. I don't know, spirit has a way of saying what it wants to say. And then I also sometimes I forget and leave them in the car for so long until they're a little kind of jacked up when I bring them in. But I don't think that that's at all what is wrong. I just think that it's a month where a lot of your ancestors present themselves however they want to, with it being the Day of the Dead coming up, and or Halloween as some people know it, and like the like the state of Texas or where I am. A lot of the babies celebrate Halloween unless it's a bust. And I want to say maybe it was last year or the year before, it rained so badly on Halloween. I mean, you would have thought it was going to be, you would have thought you had to swim to trick or treat. But that's neither here nor there. Let me just get back to this reading, okay? So, when justice came in, and after this, touching into this stagnation that was set forth, okay? Because this intent, it trickled down into causing the stagnation, or causing this person to go into a prolonged, like hermit energy. And as you can see, or if you could see, because this is the wheel of the year and this is the 4 chalices, you can always Google the cards if you want to really get a look at them and you don't have this deck. This person is just looking up. It's like they're really looking at their own thoughts and kind of thinking, what should I do? It's like the right and the wrongs of it all. Should I do anything? Because a lot of times when you get air energy, air signs, some air signs will not fight, okay? They will do anything to avoid confrontation, arguments. They will do whatever they can to, remain peaceful, and to the point where they'll just flat out flat out pushed off the edge, okay? And so this went on for a very long time, but during this time, this this earth air sign, which is the Scorpio energy showing up, basically went into its highest form of energy in its lower self, being the Hierophant energy, okay? And had paid close detail with its Three of Pentacles next to the Hierophants. Very close detail to like the truth of the matters and what really had come forth with the stagnation and how it just was an overwhelming form of stagnation. Cut it out. Okay, so after we see all of this, it's like basically it's almost the Queen of Swords energy, even though we don't see the Queen of Swords here. This person basically retained every aspect of the who's, what's, when's, where's, and why's of everything that happened from top to bottom, and it was in a fair perspective. Even though it happened to that person looked at it from a third party perspective. Like, if this wasn't me, if I was neither person and I was just looking in as a third party, how would I view it? Okay, and so this person viewed it as what I'm getting of it is, this person viewed it as it was just flat out an attack on their union. Okay? Because we got 21 energy, then we have 10 after that. So that could be 31, which is 4 energy, which is a double portion of the 4 energy that's already presented itself. Or you can have the 21 energy minus 10 energy, which is 11 energy, which is basically a vibration of love. It's undeniable. So when other people see it, they automatically have an envious disposition. It's like, I'm gonna steal her man, basically, or I'm gonna do whatever, because sometimes misery just loves company. It's about being hurt and not being in the willingness or the energy to repair yourself, so you don't come into the energy of just being a willing destroyer, willing to destroy other people's advancements, willing to destroy their accomplishments because you walked away from yours, or however it came about. You had it to take, and that person had it to be taken. And so, but the reality of it is, when something needs to grow, it will come into opposition so that it can grow. And once it grows, it has learned, so there's a lesson that needed to be learned in all of this. And basically, it's basically saying that earth, air energy was being like in the Queen of Cups energy, being super easy to manipulate and not wanting to stand up. Cut it out. I apologize, guys. They're really just having fun, but they know I'm in here doing this, and I just want to try to get it done, because if I don't get it done, a lot of the time it could be, a good minute before I get an opportunity to post a read. And so basically what I'm seeing here is that the Ten of Cups is presenting itself, and so this is after the Sun. So basically it's saying that the divine masculine and divine feminine begin to mirror each other with the way that the numbers are set. So it's like a 10, 1, and a 10, okay? So it's saying there's a mirror there, and they begin to mirror the energies of wanting to call love into themselves, okay? And so they both made a wish. This is where the star energy comes in. 10, 5. So 15, 16, 17. So this is the energy of 8. Okay, so this is infinite energy. So this is something that keeps happening lifetime after lifetime. It's these same twins learning the lessons that they have to learn and re-encountering one another and doing whatever has to be done to defend their union, even if it is just to remain in union to take care of a child that they have procreated together. But as you can see, the wish is preceded. What comes next is the star energy. Okay, I mean, not the star energy. The star energy is next to the devil energy, followed by the lover's energy. Okay, so we all know what that means. But if you don't, please do tune in to the next segment of this read, because this is kind of carrying out, and I definitely don't want it to cut off, and then I won't be able to upload this. Please do subscribe, you guys, and like and share the video. Thanks for tuning in. Catch me on the next read.